Welcome back. So the topic that we are starting today is how does a pixel or an image get displayed on a screen? Monitor basically. Okay, so and also we are going to see the different types of displays, that is raster scan display and random scan display. So to start with, we are just seeing the working of a display system. How does a display system work basically? Okay, so to start with, I have shown an image out here. To the left, I could see a very beautiful image of different colors. And to the right, we have magnified a small part of it. That's some part of yellow color and some part of blue color. Okay, so the motto to make you understand here is what is rasterization basically. So when I see rasterization here, I could see a pixelated image wherein there are square pixels out here with different colors like yellow and blue. So this is what we mean by rasterization. So rasterization is a good concept that you need to understand. That means drawing your image pixel by pixel is nothing but rasterization. Okay, we move on to the internal working of a monitor. That's CRT. Okay, and now when I am talking about CRT, that's cathode ray tube. That's the most basic fundamentals of displaying an image that you need to understand. Okay, so the internal functioning of CRT, the block diagram is being shown out here. This you would have done it in your physics lectures in your schools or in colleges. Okay, we are just brushing up the concept of cathode ray tube. Okay, so now we could see connector pins here. Yes, we have an electron gun that continuously emits the electrons. This orange line is nothing but the electrons that are getting emitted from the electron gun. Okay, I have got one more component out here, that is the focusing systems. So the focusing systems, the working of focusing systems is they are basically going to focus the electron beam to a single dot on a screen. Okay, next we have got X deflecting system and Y deflecting system. When I want to move left or right, I use X deflection systems. When I want to go top and bottom, I use Y deflection systems. That is how I control the movement of the electrons. Okay, so this is about cathode ray tube. Next, we move on to color CRT. Okay, now if you know cathode ray tube, the functioning of cathode ray tube as we have seen has got a single electron gun, but for a color CRT, as we all have done this in our previous lectures, a color CRT will have three colors, that is R, G and B, that's red, green and blue. A combination of these three gives me different colors, right? So when I say a color CRT will have three electron guns. Okay, one for red, one for green and one for blue. Okay, so three electron guns getting emitted from the colors getting emitted, signals getting emitted from the electron guns comes to a point on the screen. And now please have a look, how does it come to a point? So these are the three electron beams that are getting emitted from the electron gun passing through a single hole. We call this grid as a shadow mask. Okay, now all these three electrons have to pass through a single hole to make a color triad. This is called as a color triad. That's a color of R, G and B. Okay, so that's the phosphor dots that we get on the screen. So that is your color CRT. Okay, now if you have understood the working of a display system, we come to the first part of the display system, that is raster scan. Okay, so what is raster scan display? As I said in the first slide, what is rasterization? Rasterization is when I draw the image pixel wise. That's called as rasterization. Now, please have a look at the right side of the diagram. That's my screen. My screen is divided into X and Y. I go every Y at a time. I repeat, I go every Y at a time. Scan it from left to right. Okay, so I scan from the first position till the last position. If there encounters a pixel, I'm going to put it on. Okay, now next what am I going to do? I'm going to come to the second Y. Okay, I'm going to retrace the scan it back from left to right. Retrace it, come back to the third line, scan it from left to right. Retrace it, come back to the fourth line, scan it from left to right. Okay, so this is how scan conversion happens. That means scanning every pixel at a time and putting it on wherever required. So that is nothing but we call it as raster scan display. Drawing the image pixel wise is called as raster scan display, right? And as you have also noticed, what I said is I'm going to scan it from left to right, retrace it, then come to the second line, scan it from left to right. So I'm using the word retracing. So there are two retracing types. One is horizontal retrace, one is vertical retrace. When I shift from one row to the second row, I call it as horizontal retracing. And the moment I am done with all the rows out here and I reach the last row, I have to come back to the first row. I call it as vertical retracing. Okay, so this is about how do I do scanning on a screen. Basically, how does a raster scan display works. Okay, now to my left you could also see an image that if scanning is happening, if scanning is on, the retracing will be off. If scanning is off, retracing will be on. That means only one thing at a time that will go on. So this is nothing but how does a raster scan display work pixel wise. So if I want to draw a line, I will draw a line pixel wise. If I want to draw a circle, I will draw a circle pixel wise. So any image that is drawn on a raster scan display is done pixel wise. Next, we come to the architecture of raster scan display. Okay, so in my computer system, I need some different architecture for the graphics system to get accommodated. And what is it? Okay, now we all know about CPU and system bus, IO devices, system memory. I also need a display processor to run my graphics. Okay, so display processor will have display memory. So this part is already known to you. Okay, this is your standard computer system. What is being added to a raster scan display architecture is when I have display processor memory out here, I have got a special memory that is called as frame buffer. Okay, so this has been already done in my third session. You could also watch it on YouTube. Okay, so this is about frame buffer. So I put this across that raster scan display uses frame buffer memory to store pixel wise data. Okay, so now that's your raster scan display. Now what happens is frame buffer is going to store the pixel wise information, right? This is going to give the output as a pixel with the respective color value. Okay, how does it go to a monitor? We all know that frame buffer is going to store the value as digital, and when I want to get it on the monitor, it's an analog signal. So when I want to convert my digital to analog, I need to have a video controller in place that will convert my digital signal to analog signal. So this is about the architecture of a raster scan display. Okay, next we come to random scan display. Okay, so what is random scan display? Now, random scan display, very simple. As you can see it on your screen, that's your electron gun. Yes, my ultimate aim is to draw a triangle. Okay, and if I want to draw a triangle, this is my first position. And whatsoever is the first position, you could choose any of the vertex as the first position. So what happens is the electron gun is positioned, it is going to emit the electrons to the first position. Okay, the moment I am there at the first position, I start from the first position and draw my line to the second position. Okay, now from the second position, I start drawing my line to the third position. And from the third position, I start drawing the line to the first position. This is how I complete a triangle in random scan display. So what is the implied meaning to it? The implied meaning is random scan doesn't draw the image pixel wise, rather it draws the image line wise. Okay, so I need to give line commands to it to draw a respective image for me. So that's random scan scan display. Okay, so the basic difference between raster scan and random scan is raster scan will draw it pixel wise, random scan will draw it line wise. Okay, now let's see the architecture of random scan display. CPU, memory, system bus, IO devices. I only need a display processor, and then comes the monitor that will require a video controller in between. Now, please understand, for random scan display, the memory that is needed is not frame buffer memory like in raster scan display. So raster scan display, I need frame buffer. Random scan display, I need the memory as display file to store the instructions. Okay, so that is the second difference between raster scan and random scan display. Okay, so now we come to what is the comparison between raster scan and random scan display. Okay, so the comparison between raster scan and random scan display is, for random scan display, I cannot draw realistic shaded scenes. That means when I want to draw a very complex curvature design, I cannot do it using random scan display because I know that it is only going to draw line type objects. Okay, raster scan display can display any realistic image, that whatever you wish to. Okay, how am I going to store the values in random scan display? Line drawing instructions. And how am I going to store the values in raster scan display? Any value that is related to the pixels. So the values that I am storing is pixel wise, the values that I am storing is line wise. I will have a good resolution in random scan display because a line at a time is what is the output is. For raster scan display, your resolution is low because you draw pixel wise data. Okay, now how am I going to draw? I will get very smooth lines when I drew it using random scan display. But for raster scan display, it is better for curvature type objects. For line type objects, I'm definitely going to use random scan display. But when I talk about curvy objects, then I'm going to use raster scan display. Okay, so this is about your comparison between raster scan and random scan display. What's next? Okay, so in my next session, we are going to see the line drawing algorithms, basically scan conversion algorithms for drawing line. So stay connected on my various social media channels, YouTube channels, LinkedIn profile, Facebook, for the next regular updates on computer graphics. Thank you. Stay safe.